Hey everyone, welcome to another Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. So today we are reaching back into Pioneer's history and we are going to try and bring back some Gruul vehicles. So this is an archetype that used to be pretty powerful in Pioneer, was one of the mainstays of the format, kind of fallen out of favour recently, but we're going to stick a couple of the newest cards in and see what we can do. So in terms of the vehicles in question, there's kind of three main vehicles that make up the main deck. So we got Smuggler's Copter, and interestingly, when Gruul Vehicles was doing well in the format, for most of that time, Smuggler's Copter wasn't legal. So it kind of did well even without what is probably the best vehicle in the format. So now that we have that, we're going to bring it back. I've also got a Seeker's Chariot, which is the 4/4 vehicle that creates cats when it enters, enough cats to crew it, and then when it attacks you can copy a token you control, which is more often than not one of those cats. So yeah, this is a pretty powerful token generator and token copier. And then Sky Sovereign, which you'll recognise from many of the Greasefang decks, a kind of a vehicle with removal attached to it. So in terms of the new cards, we are running Screaming Nemesis, which is a mainstay of mono red now. Just a very hard creature for the opponent to interact with. It kind of goes alongside all of our vehicles. You kind of attack with a Nemesis and a Seeker's Chariot, and it's a world of pain for the opponent. And also Surak, Elusive Hunter, which kind of fills the role of the Shaper Sanctuary sideboard card, but this is more of a main deck card because not only can it crew all of our vehicles, including the Chariot by itself, can't be countered, and also provides that extra source of card draw if the opponent tries to target it or any other creature or creature spell we control. And then, so in terms of the rest of the deck, so we've got our Mana Elves just to help ramp us into our bigger spells. Bit of removal with a Braid, Bone Crusher Giant as well. Reckless Stormseeker is a good way of giving our vehicles haste the turn they enter. It's got a nice little interaction with something like a Seeker's Chariot, where you can attack straight away the turn this comes into play and do the copying thing. Lovestruck Beast, as well as being a good ground blocker, the 5-power creature, even if we can't attack with it, if it's if we don't have a 1/1, so its attacking ability is closed off, it is a great card for crewing vehicles as well. Then we are running one copy of the Crowan War, 2 in the sideboard, you'll see in a moment, but we do need this for certain matchups, so dealing with cards like Shieldred particularly is quite hard for this deck, so sometimes you just have to steal it instead and try and burn the opponent out that way. And one Elder Gargaroth, huge value generator if it sticks around. Mana base, pretty self-explanatory. Green-red dual lands, a couple of Mutavaults just to give it give us that additional creature punch. Same with Lair of the Hydra, Den of the Bugbear, and then we got some Sokenzan and Beseiju as our utility lands and a Ramanap Ruins, and then one of each basic land as well. Sideboard, Red Cat melee for those red mirror matches, which will be quite challenging for this deck. Pick your poison, very good versatile removal spell. Cindervines is an anti-control card that hurts the opponent whenever they cast a non-creature spell. Unlicensed Hearse, Graveyard Hate, but also a vehicle by itself. Chandra, which is our other kind of newish card, vehicle synergy planeswalker, so it kind of makes sense to play this one. Not in the main deck, we have better options in the main deck, but sometimes we just want to be able to discard cards, draw cards, create vehicle tokens, and then 2 more copies of the Crowan War as well. So yeah, we're going to try and bring Gruul Vehicles back and see how we do. So that's the deck. Thank you very much for watching, and let's take it on to the ladder. Okay, well, we'll always take the play on with this deck, but we won't keep that particular hand. This one's reasonable. I think I'll pop back Sky Sovereign for now. Couple more 1-drops into play. I don't think I won't. Okay, so this is mono black, as we've come to know and love it. So I'm not going to attack into a Mutavault. Make them have a mana inefficient turn. Well, that was brief. Okay. So, mono black is probably one where we need the Akroan War, so let's put those in. What about Pick Your Poison? Pick Your Poison's quite good against Annex, I suppose. So that can go in. A Braid can come out. Screaming Nemesis, probably not great either, so we'll trim a couple of those. Maybe put Chandra in. That's quite tough to deal with for a black deck. Just trim one elf on the draw as well. I think that's fine. Yep, this is a pretty good hand still. Another one. Yeah, that's fine. Got the Storm Seeker, a Seeker's Chariot combo, but we'll see if that gets broken up. Yep. In which case I shall simply put an elf into play. Enjoyed it so much, I'm going to do it twice. Unstoppable Slash is quite annoying. I think a Seeker's Chariot gives me enough game around it, because I can just chump my 1/1 under it. No attacks? How sad. Fire up the Chariot. I don't mind trading it for one of their creatures. Because I get some value off it. But I am now solely in top deck mode. Although, to be fair, so is the opponent, but they do have a Castle Lochthwain, which I will need to destroy. So, it's Chandra.
See you at the finish line, chumps. Now that's a winning ride.
Take out the Castle Lochthwain now, I think. Don't want them drawing cards. Actually, we don't need to crew that, do we? Because Chandra will do it for us.
No breaking till the end.
I think I'm fine to offer them a trade here, which I don't think they'll take. Nope. So that Slasher's coming back online soon. Nothing, eh? Okay. Well, in which case, I shall zero Chandra again. There's Seeker's Chariot.
Check out these wheels.
And they're gone. Okay, that was pretty good. This will also do. Yorion could mean any number of things these days. Okay, mono white tokens, fair enough. Well, this is an awkward mix of lands now, but never mind. I shall simply play my Smuggler's Copter. Okay, well, let's get a whole load of 1/1s down, I think. Yep. Ditch the Gorge. Well, that wall can't stop my Smuggler's Copter. We're playing a lot of these. I think I will offer them a chance to trade here. Didn't think they'd take it. They've got more value to be got out of their wedding announcement. Okay, let's see what they can do with their United Battlefront. I've seen better. Don't love losing my Love-Struck Beast, but could have been much worse. A braid. A breaker block portable hole, but that's probably not a hugely relevant at this point, so I'll probably just hold on to it. I don't think I'll draw and discard though. If they put something under like a perilous snare, that would probably be more worth doing. Okay, another Battlefront. Yeah, we're getting butchered by value here. Well, at least I can blow up. Okay. Well, I'm going to play this. I mean, unfortunately, I can't both. Yeah, so let's destroy... Where is it? Which one is it? Oh, it's that one. So I get my Smuggler's Copter back. Get to play a Love-Struck Beast. Well, Ramanap Ruins puts them on a 2-turn clock. If they don't have an answer for Copter, I mean, they've got a lot of value on the board, so... Well, they do have Carrot Cake as well, I suppose, actually. And they're going to take... Yeah. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a serious problem. Okay, let's scoop this one up. So... We definitely want Pick Your Poison against this particular opponent. Do we want Cindervines as well? I think so. Not Hearse. Chandra. I think we probably do want Chandra as well. Don't think we want Screaming Nemesis. I was not remotely impressed by those Love-Struck Beasts either. I think we'll keep everything else the same. Yeah, it sounds okay. If Chariot sticks around for a turn, Then we maybe got a chance. Feels like a tough matchup for us, but let's see. Builder's talent. Okay, that's fine. Get the chariot into play. Cats. Many cats are available. Okay. That's not a problem by itself. Ooh, now the Crone War to steal that is actually quite a tempting move. Because we get the card draw off it, so I think that is pretty spicy actually. Hehehehe. I like what I've done with the place. Okie dokie. So that has to attack. I'm not hugely fussed about that as a thing. I think I will attack with all of these things. Cool. Then I will play a Smuggler's Copter and an Elvish Mystic and another Lair of the Hydra. So we got plenty of damage coming through if they don't play anything particularly good. Okay, Carrot Cake is fine. Yeah, they can grow that, but it's got to attack, so not by itself hugely worrying. So I think I'll abrade. Oh no, it can't attack, it's got Defender. What am I talking about? There, brain. Look at it, it's a wall. It's a wall with a bird on it. That's why it's confusing, because it's got a bird on it. Yeah, well, let's fire off our Soken Zan. I think we're just attacking with everything. Because they're on a functional 12, so they can survive this attack, but they go down to a pretty low life total. Yeah. Yeah, so they're on 3. I've got Ramanap Ruins to get them to 1. This feels reasonable. Like, a lot of their most powerful cards. Elspeth doesn't help them here. Well, Field of Ruin is an answer to Ramanap Ruins, I suppose. That would be mana they weren't spending doing anything else. No, okay, fine. Good. Just outgrounds them a little there. How do I feel about this configuration? I still think Screaming Nemesis is bad in this matchup. They've just got too much exile-based removal. The Crone War did reasonable work there. Is it any good actually on the draw though? Yeah, I think I'll just keep in the one copy of it. Oh, this is going to be a tough one, I think. Especially with that hand. Yeah, I think I've got to keep this one and hope for the best. I'll put back Sky Sovereign. Actually, let's put back Gargoyle. Sky Sovereign is potentially better here, actually. Okay, well that's not a kill spell for my... Yeesh. Okay, well, I think we've got to get Copter into play then, because we've got to start cycling through some cards. Cindivines or Copter? Let's play Cindivines, I think. Because then we got the option to blow something up. Like I might blow up their portable hole at the end of their turn. Or I might just blow up their Caretaker's Talent. Right now. Before they get a card off it. Da-dum. I think that was a reasonable move. I'll get a Seeker's Chariot into play. This one's an enchantment, unfortunately. Okay, fine, well... Now I've got the question of do I want to keep Beseiju as a removal spell, or do I want to just play a Sky Sovereign? And that's kind of answered my question for me, I think, to be honest. Because now I can just play Beseiju, Sky Sovereign, kill that wall, and then they're not copying it and getting any value off it. Fine, they get a card, but it's out of the way, and they can't use Caretaker's Talent on it. Day of Judgment's annoying. Yeah, so I could abrade... Yeah, this is going to be an interesting little play that I do here, because I think what I'm going to do is abrade the portable hole, activate Mutavault, use it to cruise Smuggler's Copter, use Smuggler's Copter to cruise Sky Sovereign, and just start attacking. Well, I was kind of hoping they wouldn't have one of those. Meanwhile, my Sky Sovereign's active. That's pretty good, and their ossification didn't do anything there, so that's pretty spicy. So I may as well just play another Smuggler's Copter. Actually, I think what I'm going to do here, just to get the redraw, is just crew Copter and attack. So I really do want something that... Okay, well that is at least a creature that can crew, so that gives us something to be doing. Okay. Yeah, they can eat one of my copters, which is fine. Great, okay. Well, let's play Bone Crusher Giant. Fire up Mutavault. Crew our Smuggler's Copter. Use it to crew Sky Sovereign. Okay, that one Sky Sovereign hit away from dead. I don't really care if they make a fish. Nope, fine. That's not gonna do it. Whew. What a grind. Good result, though. Sam, I am. Something about green eggs and ham? A guild gate? Another guild gate? Ooh. How incredibly suspicious. An actual guild gate. Gates. And a my god. You don't expect it. Okay, well, let's go scream in their face. Okay, I'm happy that they have to spend another land doing that. So I could Surak. Surak seems just mid here, to be honest. Maybe Chariot's better. Yeah. It also gets around Gates Ablaze. Okay. Okay, so... Right, are they dead? I don't think they're quite dead. No, they're not. Okay. Well, that's fine. That makes our planning a little easier if we know they're not dead. So we can just play Stormseeker, fire up Mutavault, just do as much damage as possible. Of course, remembering to crew. I got overexcited. Now Gates Ablaze kills them as well, so... Some pretty jaunty music we've got going on here. Yeah, might be a little late for that, unfortunately. Yep. A nice idea. Screaming Nemesis. Once again, is an absolute pain in the arse. Okay, so I definitely want Pick Your Poison for their guild summits. Do I want the Acroan War? Cindervines. Unlicensed Hearse. Is it worth the Hearse just to get rid of their Colossuses? Don't think so. Red Cat Melee, Spark Hunter. I don't think we need to change a huge amount about what we're doing here. I don't think we need Surak. I don't really use targeted removal. I like the idea of the Gates deck. It's never... Ow. Oh, God. I'm old. It's never really kind of worked out for me, I don't think. Yeah, this doesn't have any hate pieces, but I think it's probably a quick enough hand. Yeah, I quite like having Copter here as a... This is resistant to Gates Ablaze, obviously, being a vehicle. Okay, well, they're certainly ramping. Yes, I think I'm going to do maximum hedge against Gates Ablaze here. Draw. Discard. Play another Copter. Just hold up Bone Crusher Giant Stomp ability. Yeah, there's the Colossuses. And a Ram as well. Does this have reach? No, Vigilance. I mean, they've got two 8/8s. Let's not get overexcited, but... Okay, a Braid is a short instance, is a temporary, I should say, instant speed answer to Gate Colossus at least. But it's decline on the drawing for me. It's a shame in some ways a Braid's only an answer to, like, the Gate Colossus without trample isn't actually a huge problem. Well, I suppose it is in the sense that we can't block it, but... So, yeah, let's destroy the Colossus. They have played a land for the turn as well, which is good. Take 9. Oh, nice. Okay. Fine. Well, let's steal that. It's not very good when I have it, but... I'll hold back a couple of blockers just in case. I think this is fine. We're in pretty good shape, I think, now. They can Gates Ablaze, but I don't... Which is actually enough to save them for a turn. No, good. Good, good, good. We'll do one more for luck. Yeah, nothing until turn 3 is pretty rubbish, but at least we're on the play. Of course, this, I may well just draw Chariot, Chariot, and Loops, but you know. Let's remain optimistic that we don't just draw 3 drops. Okay, well that's something. So, let's start with Nemesis. Liliana's quite annoying.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch. Sacrifices must be made.
I think we are better off just killing Liliana here, rather than trying to get too cute.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
Now at least we have the option to potentially do Chariot things. Yeah, Shieldred, it's not actually awful when you have Reckless Stormseeker. Because this does become a 5/4. But we are running a serious deficit on life, I think. So I'll chop Shieldred. Take 2. Another Aetherborn and a Trespasser. Okay, they're probably gonna just get us here. So what could I do? I could play Nemesis. I can only play one of these things, plus a 1/1 is the annoying thing here. And I've got all of their... This has got Death Touch. Well, at least Nemesis, I suppose, gives me a decent enough blocker. So yeah, let's play Nemesis. This is gonna die. So yeah, I've got the option here of like blocking Trespasser and a Braid. Trouble is that like that can just sit around and eventually kill me, and I don't know I've got any decent answers to it. And again, can only play one of these spells, which is super annoying. Nemesis. No, fair enough. Now I'm just going to go remind myself how I sideboard against this deck in the first game. So, seamlessly, as if by magic, I put in Pick Your Poison, I put in the Akroan War, I put in Chandra, take out Screaming Nemesis, I take out a Braid, I take out one Elf. The power of having recorded what I did before, helping my aged memory. This'll do. Yay to no removal. Okay, Copter. Into a 1-1. They didn't have Thoughtseize either. Okay, Aetherborn cannot block a Smuggler's Copter. Oh, I don't need both of these. Interesting. Is my board about to get wiped? No. Just a trespasser. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So, I'll play Lovestruck Beast. Crew. Attack and attack. Copy. Draw. Discard. Beast. Now I've got the Acroan War if they play Shieldred or something like that. I'm still not going to block. This 2 damage you're doing me is not worrying me very much. Okay, so this is now a 4-4. So that is worth paying attention to. Got a lot of power on the board. I think at this point, I'm just going to attack with everything except the... Because they can't really block any of the 2/2s. Yeah, that's fine. Take down. Yeah, okay. Will they still go to 1? Yep, cool. Okay. Well, I didn't even need... Well, we had the Acroan War, I suppose. Didn't need it. So I think this is pretty good as a configuration. Yep. Run it back. Yeah, I've recently played a mono black demons list, and it does seem to be the rapidly replacing Rakdos demons. I don't really see Rakdos anymore. I always see mono black. So it's the big thing at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Don't like the sound at all. If I get Thoughtseized, it's horrific. Okay, well that's... At least they didn't have a Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's not an unreasonable interaction for us if that's what they're using there. Well, at least Copter gives us some redraws. Theoretically. Well, they've definitely got... I think it's better than stomping the Oni. They've definitely got a removal spell for Copter here, but I think we'll make them use it. At least my Bone Crusher is left behind. Yep, cool. Not a problem. Yeah, I think we can... what are we going to do here? Chandra and just make a vehicle? Or are we going to try and do discard things? Maybe we do want to do discard things. Well, let's see what they... see if they take the trade here. I think they will, yeah.
Let's shift gears.
Discard duplicate Chandra. Okay, the Acheron War could be pretty spicy.
Not fast enough.
Another Trespasser. Until end of turn. Okay, well... let's play a Lovestruck Beast, a Heart's Desire. I can soup up.
Push it to the limit.
Yeah, it's not a very good trade. Didn't think they would. They can kill Chandra here, but it's alright. They spent several turns doing that rather than attacking me. And if they do, I will trade with their Trespasser. Well, kill their Trespasser, presumably. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't stop my beast from attacking. That's interesting. I wonder what the logic is here. Don't really think there is any, because what I'm going to do is just... I think they've possibly misread the Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, okay. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but either way, I've saved my Chandra, which is kind of a good thing. Okay, Stormseeker's not bad. So I could just play Copter here and then use Chandra to turn into a creature. I'm running a bit low on life, though. Don't really want to steal either of these is the problem. Tell you what, let's sack this to draw a card. Yeah, that doesn't help very much. Could play a 5/5 and then just pass the turn. Yeah, let's do that. Let's assume they don't have any more removal.
Just try to keep up.
That's interesting. So they can kill Chandra. I mean, it's mighty tempting to just steal this, to be honest. So it's a 5/5 Graveyard Glove. So they can reconfigure this off it, can they? Attach or unattach from a creature. But yeah, I could steal that for a turn. I'd have to discard a card to get through the ward. But that gives me long enough to get like Sky Sovereign up and running, probably. So yeah, let's just nick that. Discarding Smuggler's Copter. Then they've got to use a whole turn to unconfigure it, if that's what they want to do. Okay, that is quite fun. So get me down to 5. Ooh, pick your poison's pretty good. Don't think I need it though, because I can just blow this up. Ah! Not good, not good. Now, if I had like an abrade, I could finish it off here. Pick your poison doesn't help. Mutavolt. Yuck. So I go to 1 next turn. No. No good beats. Yeah, this is an interesting match. They had 3 fatal pushes, which is always hard to get through. Chandra... Maybe I played Chandra a little bit wrong. I don't know. The Crowan War... Maybe I should have been patient, but that 5/5 menace was going to kill me quite quickly. But then I had Pick Your Poison, so... Not... Well, later on. I don't know. Close one. Close all. Hard to say. Still, some good games. So let's open our packs. We are getting to the end. I think I've collected most of the cards from Tarkir now. Yeah, so we're kind of just... If I haven't crafted them at this point, we're kind of at the limited chaff. But I might try and build something around Siegebreaker at some point. Okay, I think that's a playset of Mox Jaspers, so... When one day someone inevitably makes that card good, we will at least have those. Yeah, that did better than I thought it would, actually, for a Gruul Vehicles list. Surprisingly, was able to punch through some quite tough matches. Reasonably evenly matched against Mono Black. Managed to beat Mono White as well. Yeah, not bad at all. Anyway, here's the deck list one more time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, as ever. And I'll see you next time.